How should ventilation duct systems be designed to avoid cross-transmission of sound? Check this out. Let's say you have a corridor, and then you have some offices down here, and then you need some green, who's going to represent the supply air, fresh air coming in, and then you got red, which will be the return air with that one. Now if you want to provide fresh air to these offices and take away the used air, the most easy and obvious way would probably be to just go straight, the shortest path like this, and then you do a little branch into each room, and you do the same thing with the return air like that. Now, there's some risks involved with this with regards to acoustics, because if you do like this, there's a higher probability that you could get sound transmission problems when sound enters into these ducts and comes out into the next room. It's the shortest possible path. And then it's also sensitive, this one, the pass-through the wall needs to be properly done so there's no leakage, and it's more sensitive to workmanship issues. And even if you would add, perhaps, let's say you add some silencers here, it's there's still a risk that it's only passing through one silencer and it's going straight through, so that might also be negative with regards to isolation. There's a better way of doing this, and that would be something like this. You could route your primary ducts in the corridor like this, and you come into the office with fresh air, and you do the same thing with the return air like so. I'm not a ventilation specialist, so I guess there might be some industry standard on how you draw these symbols, so please let me know in the comments how they should be drawn. But I think you get the point anyway, because fresh air comes in and the used air goes out. Now this one is a lot better with regards to sound, because first, now we don't need to go through this wall. This typically the sound requirements here is usually higher than the sound requirements here, and that means that the pass-through here is a bit more forgiving. And the reason that you have lower sound requirements towards a corridor is that here you have doors, and when you have doors you typically get by default a lower sound insulation class, because a door cannot be as strong as the wall with regards to sound insulation. And also, when you have a corridor, people are just passing through. They're not standing here permanently. Whereas here you have a workspace, so people are sitting here constantly and can hear each other all the time if the sound insulation is bad. So it's better to provide a good sound insulation here, and this one is a bit more forgiving, which is also more forgiving with regards to workmanship and how you do this. And also, if you install now silencers on each of these little branches, this means that the sound will have to go through two silencers on the way from room 1 to room 2. And that means it's going to lose a lot of energy, because it's impossible for the sound to enter this duct without being reflected quite a lot of times in the duct walls before it comes out on the other side. And that means it's going to be reflected inside the silencers quite a lot. So when you have two silencers with a bend, change of direction between them, the sound reduction of the silencers improves a lot. And that means that this configuration is the one that is preferable with regards to acoustics. And yeah, that's about it for today. Short little crash course. And in today's video, I am wearing a white pocket square, and the reason for this is that, let me show you. This is what Umo looked like today. I took a walk with my dogs this morning. I thought that the spring was here and we're almost, the summer is coming. And then it was like, no, not yet. Let's have some winter first. And then it's just bam. That's why it's called April weather. So snow everywhere. And I thought, yeah, well, let's celebrate the return of the winter with a little white pocket square. It's even got some bluish colors as well with this one. So it's a nice little one. Yeah. See you later.